Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Lindsay, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a review and demo on these brushes right here. The brand of these brushes are called Zorea. I think that's how you would pronounce it, but this is just what the box looks like for the brushes that I'm going to review today. They are these beautiful rose gold and white brushes. They're so stinking cute. But for today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how well they work and what I use them for. I have mentioned before in past review and demo videos that I do not use the brushes for what they're for. Also, if you guys see a little forehead here, I am holding my daughter here with me because she did get a little bit fussy when she woke up from her nap. So she is going to come out, just her head here. But oh, now she's gonna make her appearance. But this is why this video took me so long to get up for you guys. I apologize for making you guys wait for so long, but I have this brush set that I'm gonna talk to you guys about today, and then I also have two more of them. In the next video though, do you guys want me to use both of the brush sets together to have one video up, or do you guys want to see separate ones? Let me know in the comments down below whether you guys want to see two more videos or just one combined. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about these brushes. You can find them on Amazon. You guys are going to be hearing my daughter talk in the background, and then I'm also playing Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in the back, because I thought that was going to entertain her, but obviously it didn't do much. So this brush set includes 15 brushes. This is the 15-piece brush set. They are synthetic bristles. It did come in this roll case. I believe they came in this one. I think it's like a pleather brush set case that it comes with, and I really like it. The material of this case is really high quality because it does have these snaps right here. So once you snap them, I mean, they're not going to open anymore. And then it does have like the brand name right here engraved into the case. Also, when I did open this brush set, it didn't have that really strong paint smell that most brush sets nowadays come with, because I have ordered brushes in the past and the brushes smell so bad, but these did not. So the brushes that it comes with have a, I don't think it came with a kabuki brush, or at least this one didn't, but it comes with a powder brush, a blush brush, foundation, dual fiber, brow comb, blending, short eyeshadow, angled shader, flat eyeliner, eyebrow, concealer, eyelash and brow wand, and a fan brush. So it included these 15 brushes, and I'm going to go ahead and get into them right now. So the first brush is this powder brush. I'm going to try to put her down just so that I can show you guys the brush, you know, with both of my hands. But I don't think she's going to let me. Baby, are you going to be quiet for mom so that I can do this video, because it's taken me so long? So just sit right here, okay? You see right there? Be a good girl. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this really fast for you guys. The first brush is the powder brush. This is what this brush looks like. It is a very soft bristled brush. It did apply powder really nice to my skin. It is very loose, so it's not going to take off or rub off any of the foundation as you're applying your powder to your face. But I do wish that it was a little bit more dense, because like I'm not even pressing onto the brush and it's already like really soft. It's a really soft bristled brush, but they do seem really snug. Like the bristles are not going to go anywhere. I love the packaging. The color of the brush in itself is gorgeous. So this is the first brush. The blush brush was this one. I did use this brush for my bronzer, and I also used it for my blush. It did a really good job applying my blush. I feel my bronzer, on the other hand, did go on a little bit. Well, no, I'm lying. I liked it for both. For my blush and my bronzer, I really like this brush. For my bronzer, I liked it because it kept it in one spot only. It's not too big to where it's going to apply the bronzer all over your cheek. And then it also helped me blend it out onto my temples and my forehead, just to make my forehead look a little bit smaller. So I do like the fact that it's this small. For my bronzer, I do use angled brushes to apply it, just because I have bigger cheeks and like a wider face. I do use like angled brushes to apply my bronzer. Now for my blush, I did like it, but for my blush, I do apply it, how many times can I say for my blush? I do apply my blush with the brush like this, and I almost stamped it onto my face, and I did like the way that it applied my blush also. So this is the blush brush also, and then the next brush is the foundation brush. I used this to apply my foundation today. I hardly ever use these kind of brushes, but for today I decided to use it. I honestly use these brushes to apply like my masks at night before bed or really early in the morning. I will use these to apply my masks, but I decided to give this brush a whirl, and I did apply the foundation all over my face with this brush, and it is good. It did the job at applying my foundation, although it did leave some streaks at the end. Like, of course, with any other like foundation brush, you would originally tap the foundation in with your fingers before they invented the beauty sponge, but now you can either tap in like the streaks or anything with your fingers or a sponge. The next brush is this duo fiber brush. I use this one to apply my highlighter because the fan brush that it came with didn't pick up my highlighter the way that I wanted it to. Honestly, I always throw these brushes away. I don't know, I mean, I throw them away just because I have so many. The one brush that I do have that I kept from, I believe it was like a BH Cosmetics brush set, I do keep it just to wipe away like any fallout if I have already done my foundation. These small bristled fan brushes are great to wipe away any loose face powder or any eyeshadow fallout that you may have gotten onto your cheeks or under your eyes. These brushes are great to do that because they're very thin and they will not press the product into your face to where it's going to smear. It's just gonna like wipe it off. You just wipe it off. So these brushes are good for that. I wouldn't use it as my highlighter brush, but I did use it to wipe away, you know, that little powder that I got, that extra eyeshadow that I got onto my under right here. So I did use the duo fiber brush to apply my highlighter. I was using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter today. As you can see, my nose highlight is pretty fleeky, and you can barely see it right here, but that's because I didn't put a lot on today, just because I'm literally gonna go wash this off right after this video. Now the next brush that I'm going to talk about is the brow comb brush. Again, I hardly use these brushes, but they do come in handy if you're going to trim your eyebrows, which is something I tend to do a lot. I don't go get my eyebrows fixed or groomed. I do them myself. I pluck them and I also trim them by myself. So these brushes are great to push up your eyebrow hairs, and then it, like, you hold them and you trim them. So that's what I use these brushes for. I didn't use it in today's video though, but if you guys want to see an eyebrow tutorial, then let me know and I'll do that for you guys, because a bunch of you guys have been giving me compliments on my eyebrows. The next brush that I'm going to talk about is the blending brush. This brush is a little bit on the stiffer side. It's not really a brush that I would go back and use again in my crease, but it did its job. It did blend out my transition shade nicely. If you were to ask me if I would use this again, yes I would, but I wouldn't use it to blend out my transition shade. I would use it more to blend out a color into my crease only, but it did the job. Like I'm showing you guys right now, it's doing the job perfectly, so I like it. It did its job, so, you know, I like it. I liked it. The next brush I'm going to talk to you guys about today is the short eyeshadow brush. Now, I use this brush to apply the very first shade onto my lid. I always go in with a bone colored shade just to set my primer or to set the foundation with either it be a powder or a bone colored shade like I just mentioned, just to make sure that any eyeshadow that I'm about to go in with doesn't skip around or anything like that. It's always best to set your primer, foundation, whatever, with a powder. The next brush I'm going to talk about is the angled eyeshadow brush. I use this to apply a color into my crease and also to darken up my outer corner. This brush did the job. I thought I was going to have trouble blending out the color onto my crease, but I didn't. It blended it out really nice, really fast also. I thought I was going to have to like sit there and blend for hours, but no, this brush really what's the word, like it really surprised me at how good this brush works. I honestly thought that it was going to be an epic failure, but no, this brush really did its job. The next brush I'm going to talk to you guys about is the shader brush. Now this one gave me quite the trouble, but I think it was my fault because I did use the Morphe 35R palette on my eyes today. And I did pick up one of the foiled like shadows, and I thought that spraying the brush with Fix Plus would make the eyeshadow go on a lot, would make it go on a lot more, what's that damn word Jaclyn Hill always uses? I don't know, but you guys get me, y'all catch my drift. But it didn't do that. So I would recommend you not to wet your brushes. I don't know if it's because the bristles are synthetic or what. I don't know if that only works with natural haired brushes, but I would not wet these brushes for your eyeshadows at all because it didn't pick anything up. I actually had more trouble applying my eyeshadow with the brush wet. So try using it dry, because once I did flip over the brush, it did its job. The next brush that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the flat eyeliner brush. Oh my god, did this brush give me trouble. I did use this to apply eyeshadow to my lower lash line, but it was very dense. It is very hard, I would say. So it did kind of like, it almost felt like it was poking my lower lash line, but I was able to do it. I was able to apply the powder, the eyeshadow to my lower lash line, but it did kind of hurt. For my eyeliner, which is what this brush is for, I didn't like it one bit because I did mess up my eyeliner a little bit to make my wing. To do my eyeliner, I feel like I'm one of those people who work better with an angled brush, but I mean, I was still able to do it. It does look just a little bit messed up and crooked. That is why I decided to apply lashes to my face, because I did mess up my wing, and what better way to hide a wing than with really voluminous lashes. So I don't like it just for that reason, just because it is flat. If it was angled, I'm pretty sure I would have loved it because it's so dense, but it's not. So I was kind of sad. And then the next brush is the eyebrow brush. I love this brush. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna keep using this. I loved it to fill out my eyebrows. The only thing that I did not like is the product that I used. That probably killed it, but I did use the NYX Tame and Frame eyebrow pomade. I don't like it for the reason being that it's so creamy, but we're not here to talk about the NYX Tame and Frame pomade. We're here to talk about this brush. But I'm pretty sure that if I used my original Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, this brush would have been amazing with it. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep using this brush. Like, I'm going to sit it on my vanity and it's going to stay there forever, because this brush was really good. To comb out my eyebrows before I applied the pomade, I did use this eyelash and brow wand. This little guy was really good. It did the job at blending them out, at brushing them out also. So I really enjoyed this brush. And then the last brush that I did not use was the concealer brush, because I used the Shape Tape concealer, and honestly this brush is so skinny, I don't think it would have ever blended out the tape shape, because I mean, look at how small this brush is. I feel like if you were to apply a like to spot conceal, this brush would be good, but I would use this brush for my lips, because look at how small it is. I would use this brush for lipsticks, especially if you have little, like, I don't know, I wouldn't use this for concealer. I would use this for my lipstick, but I didn't today, so I'm sorry about that. But that is all 15 brushes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. I would definitely recommend these brushes. In my opinion, I feel like these brushes are for someone who's more into makeup, just because I feel like if you were a beginner and if you were to purchase this set, you would still have to go pick and choose brushes from your collection, because you can't create a whole look using these brushes. I know that I did today because I used several for more than one purpose, but the brushes are beautiful. The quality of the brushes are amazing, so I wouldn't skip out on them. Also, the brushes are not expensive at all. Let me tell you guys how much they cost really quick. This brush set originally is $75. I'm sorry. The one thing that I did not get though was the kabuki brush. I don't know why I didn't get that in the set. That's weird. The brushes are on sale right now on Amazon for $18.99. Can you guys see that? They're $18.99 and they are on Amazon Prime. So I mean, $75, you save $56 and 1 whole cent, which is 75% off. $18.99, I would definitely pick up these brushes. I think the thing that I love the most about these brushes is the packaging. They're so freaking pretty, and I'm pretty sure each brush would be helpful to you guys in your own way. So if you guys want to try these brushes out for yourself, they are sold on Amazon. I will leave the link down below. I think that about does it for this video. Again, I'm so sorry that it took me months. It took me about 2 months or like a month and a half to upload one of these videos. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know about the other 2 brushes. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use like both sets in one, but if you guys want to see separate videos, just let me know and I will do that for you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and adios. Bye guys.